Hello there, today we're going to give you an honest review of Graveyard Keeper in 2023 with all of these little DLCs and stuff like that. So this game has probably changed a lot since it's been out, but I'm just coming to it now basically. And this game doesn't take itself seriously. Obviously, you know, thumbs up skeleton and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, this game kind of gets a thumbs up for me too. I've been playing it like non-stop for like, 4 or 5 days basically already basically. But it's still basically an average game. There's still some little things that are wrong with it, but there's a lot of things that are right with it. It's basically a 6 out of 10 for me for this game. Yeah, it's got the nice little NES style graphics system, and you got your basic stuff here. There is a little bit of combat, there is a little bit of a dungeon, but the whole storyline is basically is that you get into a car accident, you wake up here in this little house, and there's a little skull by you, and it's a talking skull, and you're like, what the hell is going on? Why am I here? Well, where is this place? And all this kind of crap, and you're like, hey, you have to, you're the new graveyard keeper. You got to take care of the graveyard and do all the body stuff like that. It's like, well, I don't want to do this kind of stuff. I want to get the hell out of here. He says, no, well, you can't, because I'm not going to help you until you do this. You got to get me a beer and type of thing. You got to do all this stuff. So you got to build up your crafting stations and smelters and work with wood to build some more things to get ingredients. You got to farm and all this kind of stuff. And then later on, as you're dealing with the bodies and stuff like that, you can resurrect them as zombies and make them an automatic workforce. So I got this guy down here working over there making some carrots. And there's an automatic zombie farm. You got wine you can make, apple cider you can make, and all this stuff. And everything takes time and energy, and then you got the day cycle with this game too, which really matters because the characters will only talk to you on those days. So this guy here, he'll only come at this day right here with that little symbol, the moon symbol. He will only come and talk to you. If you got to do a quest to do his stuff, yet you can only do it then. If you want to do your church stuff, you can only do it on that single day, and that's it. If you miss it, you miss it, and then you got to wait a whole another 6 days for the week that they currently have. I don't know why they did 6, but 6 days a week. But yeah, the little donkey comes by and drops off these little dead bodies for you to deal with, and that's how you start the game basically. You got to deal with the dead bodies. You got to bring them to the autopsy table. You're supposed to get the meat out of them at the start, and then you go over there and so on and so forth. As you unlock more technologies, you do more stuff. Take out more body parts and stuff like that. You got to modify the skulls on them. Then eventually you get to this this other place over here. You can take the spirits out and purify their souls and send them away and get those ingredients and stuff like that off of them. You can embalm them and modify the bodies and stuff like that, and that kind of matters. You need a little your pile over there. You can burn them if you don't like the bodies, because some of the bodies are not good. If you take all the body parts off of them, they don't have any quality to them. And your graveyard needs quality, and you got to modify your graveyard. So you have to go through here and dig up all the bad graves, like this one here. Like this guy here sucks. He's like 2 skulls. I think I did that one already. This guy here sucks too. You got 2 red skulls and 2 white skulls. And at the start of the game, you're like, what the hell? You just got to match them up with the items in there and get the whole 2 quality type of thing. But later on, they say, hey, we don't want any red skulls in this graveyard, because we're getting angry, and that means they have a bad souls type of thing going on with their bodies. They're not pure anymore. So you got to go over there and you got to dig them up and take the body parts out and off of them basically. So the bad parts you take off and then try and make them all into white skulls. So you have a better grave. It looks more like this. 5 is still really low and weak, but a weak body like this, I just take the body parts and then burn it, because you need all those ingredients to make fertilizers. Because that's the only way you get ash is to burn bodies for your fertilizer type of a thing in this game. So this game doesn't take itself seriously, like for the church and stuff like that. They said the guy comes in here in the day, says, hey, you want to make this better, I'll help you if you do this church stuff for me. I don't want to do it anymore. Nobody's coming to the church anymore. Come over here and do your stuff and do your prayer. So once a week you can do your prayer on that certain day, and then your prayer is like, hey, this church is awesome, and everybody says, hell, okay, yeah, great sermon, we're done. And then they give you the faith that they give you the faith as an item type of a deal, and they give you some money, and you need that faith and stuff like that, and then you got to do your research and stuff like that with science to for your little alchemy area and all that kind of production stuff. So you can go to the study table basically. If you want to study something, you need science, and if you want to learn how to do alchemy stuff, you need to get the ingredients that you haven't studied yet. So I haven't really studied the butterfly yet, I guess, and it's going to take you some faith and some science to study it, and then you can just do that. But you can't can't. The thing is, the alchemy system in this game is kind of neat. You can't make the powder or this essence until you actually do that, until you actually learn this stuff, and that's why you need all that faith and science. But you need that for other ingredients too, like making zombies. You need faith for that. So you got to use all the stuff as a resource, and it's limiting. It slows you down. This game takes a lot of time to do stuff and get stuff done, but it's time well spent basically trying to organize your base and all that kind of stuff. The little mini dungeon is up there. You can do this little brewery underneath your house and all that kind of stuff. And all these different places can build their own little stations and stuff like that. It's a pretty decent game, in my opinion. That's why I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. It does have a lot of things I find annoying about it. Like they could tell you to unlock different seeds and tiers of the merchants, you have to actually sell them the stuff that they do buy, basically, and then that will help you unlock it. That would be a better hint. They probably give you the hint, but they don't really have it there as a permanent faction. I don't think type of thing. I need the permanent stuff because I don't want to read the text, which is my fault, not their fault. But anyways, it's kind of slow moving around and stuff like that. It's not the best game. You can't interact with all the items. You have to put stuff where they say you have to put stuff. Basically, you have some leeway on your stuff where you build. Like you got little zones you can have them build, but you can't do whatever you want. Like the winery and vineyard is way the hell over there. It takes forever to walk around because there's no shortcut type of thing. You can't teleport to these places, and walking around over like this gets kind of old and boring. It takes a lot of time. Time flies, and then you spent all your time just getting over here to do your wines, basically, and then getting back. It's like you can't build a ladder here to make a pathway or something like that. I want to build some stairs so I can just run right through here and get up here. That would be good. That would be good. That would be something that would make the game better, but it doesn't do that. But so little things like that which waste your time. In the end, when you got to do running around and all that kind of stuff is that's why it's only the 6 out of 10 and not higher type of a deal for little things like that. That add up at the end of the day that you're just running around wasting your time doing because you're so slow. It would be nice if you had a speed boost besides a potion that you get later on. That's kind of a pain in the ass to deal with and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, that's my take on this game so far. It's pretty neat. There's a lot of stuff to do and a lot of crafting to do. It's just going to take a lot of time and a lot of cooking and a lot of work basically, and a lot of looking stuff up to know what the hell you're doing basically for all those alchemy stuff and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, that's it for today. So thanks for watching, and I will see you later.